Okay, let's talk about the categories. Petroleum-based, oils and so forth, biological proteins, synthetic dyes, organic, and other. It's always other. Category 1, which is petroleums. We want to dissolve it. What does it take to dissolve an oil? Some kind of solvent, not water, obviously. We need to break it down. We need to emulsify it so we can extract it out. Let's see what we take. Stuff like this. We're going to get into virtually all of these. Stuff like this. If it's just plain oil, WD-40, whatever, just Saf-T-Solv. But Saf-T-Solv, the big thing is you always apply the Saf-T-Solv or any strong solvent while wearing solvent-resistant rubber gloves. Don't do what chemists do. To a white towel, and you blot with it. You never pour it directly on to the carpet. Why would you never pour a really strong solvent directly onto the carpet? Yeah, you're going to delaminate. About 15% of the weight of your carpet is dirt from the factory. When you pull up the carpet, what do you find? All that gritty stuff. Where'd that come from? It's the vacuum falling apart. So if this is glorified Elmer's glue, mix that with a really strong solvent, what are you going to end up doing? You're going to dissolve the glue. If there's a danger of spreading it, dissolve with Pro-Solv gel, power gel, hold it in suspension, and extract. Oh, brother, what's all this about? Oh, let me find some stuff. Here's some Pro-Solv gel, power gel. When I'm talking to you on the phone, I can never remember which is which. I just say the stuff in the yellow tube, the stuff in the black tube. We've got some used crankcase oil, nice and black. How's that look? Now I understand why every time I check the oil level, it's got more oil in there. There's gasoline in there too. I think I have a little problem. Pro-Solv gel is the first one. What Pro-Solv gel is a solvent and a thickening agent. Put it on here first so we can see it better. Why would I want a thickening agent? Why would I want it thick? Yeah. So I agitate this with carpet chart, or we could do the carpet cleaner technician job with our fingernail, which is stupid. Right? Power gel. What power gel is if I just simply extract this right now, what's going to happen? And this, I've got oil, I've got solvent. Do oils and solvents like water? So I've got to add something to this to make the oil and the solvent like water. That's what an emulsifier is. That's what booster is. It's mostly emulsifier. It's thick also for the same reason. Oh, let's do it legitimately instead of with a fingernail. Agitate that in. Then we can extract it. Do it on this. Now watch me not be able to get that out. Agitate it in. Leave it for a while. Extract it out. Get the oil out. That's how we deal with that. Of course, that was fresh, but still. Stuff. Now, normally, where would most of that have been? Even when they messed with it, where's it going to be? It's going to be down in here. So what's the last thing I need to do with this spot? Yeah, I would put Stain Blotter on that. And that way, any oil that comes up is going to be in the Stain Blotter. The customer can vacuum it tomorrow. You would call, which means anytime you tell the customer something about tomorrow, what does that say? You pick up the phone and you call her, right? How did you vacuum it up? Was it all gone? If not, you need to do what? Go back. Always be proactive. You know, just because the customer doesn't call you, here's what a typical customer does. She's very upset. She doesn't call you. She just happens to tell her 100 best friends about what an awful, horrible company you have and what you did to her and so on and so forth. That's called negative advertising. That's something you don't want. You spend a lot of money advertising. You don't want somebody out there undoing you. And who has the greater credibility? The customer has the better credibility, not you. You're probably somebody who's ripping off people. You are a businessman, so obviously you're a rip-off artist, a crook. But we believe her. So Pro-Solv gel, the stuff in the yellow tube, power gel, that's a thick solvent, that's a thick emulsifier. You mix the two, extract. There are some that are very difficult to remove. For that we have Pro-Solv liquid. Sometimes Saf-T-Solv, and these don't get it. Pro-Solv liquid. Extremely flammable. Turn off all sources of ignition, stoves, electric motors, etc., etc., etc. What this contains, now that I'm remembering from the material safety data sheets, one of the main ingredients in here is something called acetone. Great stuff. As well as several others, and I don't even remember. I'm just going to squirt some on here. Woo! There you go. Don't take too big a whiff of that. It smells a lot like fingernail polish remover, doesn't it? It is extremely good for glue, tar, chewing gum, tree sap, shoe polish. If that Saf-T-Solv isn't getting it, that will. By the time it gets back to the back, that probably will have already evaporated.
Will we use that on nail polish remover as well?
Yep, and we're going. I think I got some carpet over there with nail polish on it. Everything over there that's wrapped up, I did a week or two ago. Saf-T-Solv, the good thing about it is it's non-flammable, unlike that stuff, but it's still a solvent. Don't breathe it. Here's Kevin showing you back when it was in gallon jugs. Put it onto the towel and blot with it. Of course, not wearing rubber gloves.